Brambles. Not bad for a girl.
And Atomic. Time now, currently 23 minutes to 2 o'clock. And look out, world, because it's that time again, yes? The time when we hide under the Radio 1 tables and prepare for an invasion by the problems of Sad Mad Addiction Corner. Yes, it's time for all you strange people addicted to computer games to share your problems with the nation. No matter how embarrassing the problem, or how silly the fact that you're being chased by tiny green cartoon characters, or how ridiculous you sound talking about being lost on the planet Quag, we'll listen, because we've been there. Now, the first of our people in need of love and support who rang in, or rather faxed in, is Sam Richings of Marlborough Crafts in Chelmsford. Sam faxed us on some rather fine-headed notepaper, but unfortunately, despite making such a good first impression, he soon turned out to be sad, mad and addicted like the rest of us. Now, Sam's playing Desert Strike on his Sega Mega Drive, and he's got to the final screen, or Mission 4 if you're an armchair soldier like Sam. The question is this: when you have to shoot some dump trucks, how can you tell which ones are the decoys? Sam says he can't tell and he just ends up shooting all of them, and he has to return to his frigate, the way you do. Can you help him? Once again, that's Desert Strike on the Sega Mega Drive, Mission 4. How can you tell which dump trucks are decoys? This next plea for help came from a person who wishes to be known quite simply as Quid, and it doesn't really have much to do with computers, yet it's definitely sad and very slightly mad. Quid is playing Hugo's Haunted House, and he says it's reduced him to a state where he is convinced that he's sitting in a lake room talking to a mysterious old man. Quid says the man is asking him questions, and he can answer them all except one. What was the name of Roy Rogers' dog? Well, Quid, or whatever your real name is, we're sure there's somebody out there just like you, having problems with mysterious old men in lake rooms who want to know what Roy Rogers' dog was called, if indeed he ever had one. And we're sure that one of them will phone in with the answer in just a moment. Finally, the next one comes from Glenn McClellan of Winsford in Cheshire, and it's about the game Project X on Amiga. Glenn says he can't get off the first disc because the homing rockets keep getting him. The homing rockets, all the exciting lives you lead. People, can you help Glenn with Project X? Or can you help Quid with Hugo's Haunted House? Or Sam with Desert Strike on Sega Mega Drive? If you can find it in your heart to help these poor people, please phone us now on 071 637 4343, or fax us if you'd be so lovely on 071 636 2476. That's 071 636 2476 if you're faxing, or if you're phoning 071 637 4343. And one final word from another anonymous addict in Lincoln. Dear Sad Mad Addicted, he goes, I don't want to be a big head, but I've done over 80 levels of Super Mario World 4, and Bowser the so-called Megadeth is a wet tissue. Well, thanks for that, Anonymous. There's a word for people like you, and funnily enough, they do let us say it on the radio. Sad.
It only takes a minute, girl.
Stop showing off. Give us a bell, help for these people. Oh, they went down very well yesterday. Take that at the fun day out at Alton Towers. Definite stars of the show. Went up one place in the chart yesterday to number 8. It only takes a minute. The phone lines are still open, please, taking the answers to those little problems we did in Sad Mad Addicted Corner. The phone number, once again, 071 637 4343, or better still, you write down the explanation you think you've got to that little problem and fax it to us on 071 636 2476. Top 30 Album Chart Rundown. And also the results of a survey taken by the Sports Council and the Health Education Authority. And it's the biggest survey of its kind ever undertaken. And it basically reveals, to a large extent, how fit or fat the people living in the UK are. That's coming up just shortly. Distant Cousins and You Used To. 1 hour, 6 minutes after 2 o'clock, Monday afternoon, Top 30 Album Rundown. We have 13 going down, 7 going up, 5 new entries, 4 non-movers and 1 re-entry. Down 4 to 30, Greatest Hits 2, Queen, a re-entry for the Beautiful South at 29 with 0898. A new entry at 28, A Joyful Noise Unto the Creator, Galliano. A new entry at 27, A Singles Collection 1982 to 92, Marillion. Down 6 to 26, finally, CeCe Peniston. And Squeeze go down 7 to 25 with Greatest Hits. Still at number 24, U2 with Achtung Baby. Down 2 to 23 for Divine Madness. A new entry at 22, Hit Parade 1, The Wedding Present. A new entry at 21, The Crimson Idol, Wasp. Down 3 to 20, Wish, The Cure. Still at 19, The Joshua Tree, U2. Up 5 to 18, Use Your Illusion 1, Guns N' Roses. Down 7 to 17, Michael Ball. Down 2 to 16, The Commitments original soundtrack. Down 6 to 15, As Ugly as They Wanna Be, Ugly Kid Joe. Up 2 to 14, Real Love, Lisa Stansfield. Down 7 places for Wilson Phillips, Shadows and Light at number 13. At number 12, down 1, Hormonally Yours, Shakespeare's Sister. And up 2 places to number 11, Up, Right Said Fred. Number 10, up 5 places, Use Your Illusion 2, Guns N' Roses. Up 3 for Annie Lennox to number 9 with Diva. Down 1 to 8, Rush Street, Richard Marx. Down 4 to 7 for Queen, Live at Wembley, 86. Down 4 to 6, Change Everything, Delamitri. Simply Red go back up 3 places to this week's number 5 with Stars. And still at number 4, This Thing Called Love, the greatest hits of Alexander O'Neill. Up 2 places to this week's number 3, Completely Hooked, the best of Dr. Hook. A new entry at number 2, Angel Dust, Faith No More. And for the 3rd week running, still at number 1, Back to Front, Lionel Richie. But we're going back to this week's highest new entry, straight in at number 2, Faith No More with the album Angel Dust. This is a track called A Small Victory.